Two generations, two benchmarks. One engineered in the analog era of mid 2000s excess. The other, refined under a microscope of modern data, algorithms, and performance modeling. This isn't just 600cc versus 1000cc. This is precision mechanics versus digital dominance. Welcome to Autozium. Let's start with the 2005 Kawasaki ZX6R 636, a machine engineered with one goal: to disrupt. Kawasaki took the rulebook, added 36 cc's, and created a middleweight that didn't just compete, it confused the categories. You're looking at a 636cc inline 4 pushing out around 130 horsepower at 14,000 RPM and 70 newton-meters of torque at 11,500. This thing redlines like it's allergic to moderation. It weighs just 164 kilograms dry, which means it changes direction like it's on fast forward. There's no ride-by-wire here, no traction control, no ABS, just a throttle cable and a prayer, a slipper clutch, steel nerves, and direct feedback that links your right wrist to the rear wheel with nothing in between. It's brutal and brilliant. Now fast forward to 2024. The Yamaha R1, 998cc crossplane inline 4, 200 horsepower at 13,500 RPM, 113 newton-meters of torque, all packed into a chassis weighing about 200 kilogram wet, with an electronic suite that processes data from a 6-axis IMU 1,000 times per second. It doesn't just go fast, it redefines what fast even means. Power modes, slide control, lift control, traction control, wheelie mitigation, cornering ABS, launch control. It's not just a bike, it's a rolling software ecosystem wrapped in carbon fiber and aggression. Statistically, the R1 walks all over the 636. On paper, it's a blowout. But here's the twist. Paper doesn't ride motorcycles. Let's hit the twisties. The ZX6R is alive here. It's scalpel sharp, and with less mass to throw around, it darts into corners like a flyweight boxer with ADHD. There are no electronics to interfere, just your input and the bike's raw mechanics. You feel the flex in the frame, the chatter from the front tire. You're riding with all 5 senses turned up to 11. It's intense, and that's the charm. The R1, it's clinical, precise. You lean in, and the suspension auto-adjusts. You accelerate, and the ECU decides how much torque you should have. It's mind-reading technology, and it works freakishly well. But there's a barrier between rider and machine. Not a wall, more like a sheet of tempered glass. You're fast, but are you connected? Let's talk acceleration. The ZX6R, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 3.6 seconds. Top speed, around 260. That's more than enough to get you arrested in all 50 states. The R1, 0 to 100 in just 3.0 seconds. Top speed electronically limited around 299. You don't just hit hyperspeed, you cruise in it. But again, there's a filter. You're fast because the bike allows you to be. Urban testing, traffic, heat, stoplights. The ZX6R holds its own. 164 kilos. Slim, nimble. You can actually have fun slicing through city traffic. It's not comfortable, but it's doable. The tank holds 17 liters, and with real-world mileage around 40 mpg, you're getting decent range. And no, you don't need a computer science degree to check the oil. Now the R1 in traffic? Forget it. The exhaust cooks your thigh. The clutch is hydraulic and heavy. The ergos are track only. You're basically doing CrossFit every time you commute. And the heat? You could sear a steak under the seat. Let's go deeper. Maintenance. The ZX6R? Affordable. Parts are everywhere. Valve adjustments are mechanical and intuitive. YouTube is your garage buddy. The R1? Different story. High-strung, high-spec. You'll need a diagnostic tool to check your diagnostics tool. Maintenance costs are high, service intervals are tight, and it expects you to treat it like a MotoGP princess. And then there's the racetrack. On a circuit, the R1 becomes a weapon. Every electronic system works in harmony. The quick shifter is brainwave fast. The suspension adapts on the fly based on pitch, yaw, and lean. You can literally brake mid-corner and still hold a line. And it rewards smooth, smart riders with jaw-dropping lap times. But the ZX6R has its own rhythm. It may not win on lap time, but it wins on feel. Every apex is a conversation. Every throttle blip is a negotiation. You're not relying on electronics to save you. You're relying on skill. And when you get it right, the satisfaction is unmatched. Let's talk money. A clean 2005 ZX6R, 4,000, 5,000. That's half the cost of most people's smartphones. Insurance is light, repairs are cheap. It's one of the best value per dollar machines you can buy. The R1 starts at $18,399. The R1M pushes past 26K. Add service, premium tires, and God forbid you drop it, and you're looking at the cost of a brand new car. And now, soul. The ZX6R has it. From the analog dash to the mechanical clunk of the gear changes, it's all about the rider. It talks to you. It challenges you. It becomes part of your muscle memory. The R1, it's surgical, sleek, intimidating. People don't ask you about it. They just stare. It's a hyperbike that feels like it's always one step ahead of you, which is both brilliant and weirdly lonely. So what did we learn? That new isn't always better. That feel still matters. That performance can be measured in gigabytes. But riding lives in the gut. In 2024, a 20-year-old super sport just went toe-to-toe with a flagship hyperbike. And while the R1 wins the war on paper, the ZX6R reminds us that riding isn't just about speed. It's about connection. This is Autozium. I'm Matthew. Subscribe, like, and let me know what analog monster we should throw against a digital demon next. Because here, we ride fast, ride raw, and never let specs kill the soul of the ride.